What's up, comic book junkies? Mike Smith here, aka the Nighttiger, Nighttiger Comics. This weekend was the Comic Fest. Now, this is put on by Vibranium Comics here in Ocala. Great shop, and I'll put the card up here. So he sponsored this. We've been doing this for like 3 years, or maybe 4. Every 3 months, he gets all the vendors together from the local area.
What's up, man?
This is Austin. He's sponsoring this event.
I'm running this.
He's running it.
Yeah.
To commit, and we have a fest, different places, mostly the mall lately, but it's always great. A lot of back issues, a lot of bronze, silver, some gold, and there's 90s stuff, but it seems like the older back issues are always there at these fests. So let's get into this. I probably showed some clips. I met some great people, had conversations. One of them was Wade Harrell, who does digital music. So we're going to collab on something here on YouTube. And the other gentleman, I didn't get his name. He's Mr. Dementio. I'll put his link up, card, clip. He does voices, voiceovers, cosplay. He's trying to start a business like that. It was nice meeting these people, having conversations with everybody. Charles Goodwin, where I got most of my books. We had great conversation. He sold me a Grail. Let's get into it. There's just so much to this. You know how it is, these cons and fests. You could put out a 3-hour video. So we are starting from the first vendor, which I said was Wade Harrell. I'll show his card, and we had a great conversation. He gave me this one for free, and it does have a panel clipped off the first splash page. And I already have it, but for free, I'm not turning it down. Good stuff, good read. Number 222 from 1973. This one was $1. Nice copy, too. Just, I guess nobody cares about this series. So this is early bronze, 1972, October, number 3. And I've had a chance to read number 9, and it was really good. Everybody was killed off, even his girlfriend. So that was $1. And I'm telling you, this thing is really nice, too. So I didn't understand how that was $1, but this was $4. The bottom staple is popped. But I didn't have this, and I think it's a 4-issue run, and I think I may need one more. But my other copies, my number 1's nice, but my number 4 or 2 is like really beat ratty. So that was 4, and he bundled them together and gave me a deal, so they probably were less than I have on here. This one was 15. So I think this ended up being like $13 on this one. Ghost Rider number 3. And this also has a bottom pop staple on it. It's really clean. Ghost Rider number 3. Now, I've been after this book for a while. I didn't want to buy it on eBay. I didn't want to pay up on eBay. I found it in the wild, and he gave me a little bit off on it. So I think he had 10 on this. So it probably ended up being like $8. High grade copy of Shogun Warriors number 1. This is stuff from my childhood. I didn't have the Shogun Warriors, but I had a friend who had one of them. So this is from February 1979. First team appearance of Shogun. So key, bing, bing, bing. And then this is the last book from him, a high-grade copy. I didn't have this. Black cover. Amazing Spider-Man 104. This ended up being $20 with a discount. So it was originally 25. This was originally 10, so that was probably 8. This was originally 15, so that was about 13. The other books, $4. They don't change. So he gave me a little bit of a discount. Thanks, Wade. Wade made. That's his saying for himself. He writes music and stuff like that. I'm telling you, it was a really fun time. I wasn't even there that long. I was probably there minimum of 2 hours. Now this book is like my third copy. I'm looking for that elusive newsstand. There is one. I have somebody on Instagram that follows me showed me it, and they asked me if how scarce it was, and I don't know, but I'd like to find one. This is a beautiful Brian Bolin Joker cover with Cheshire Cat from September 1993. Yeah, it's a 90 book, but this is one that I will pick up. I can find it for 5 to less than 5. Okay, so this is the second vendor, and he had two sections. One was more new and then the keys, and then the other one was the $2 bins. So we're starting with the $2 bins with this. And this whole stack was $2 and a book also that I gave away. So there was a younger gentleman when I went to the seller after this, and I said, "What are you looking for?" So I'll ask people, since I'm looking, what are you looking for in case I come across it? So he said he's looking for Adam Hughes. So I handed him Marvel X-Men Classics with the Adam Hughes cover of Phoenix. And he thought I pulled it out of the bin. He's like, "Oh, thanks," and he put it down. And I'm like, "Oh no, that's an Adam Hughes cover." And he's like, "What?" And I already bought it, so I'm giving this to you as a gift. And he was like, he didn't even know it was Adam Hughes. It's kind of strange. Number 14, Eternals, Jack Kirby, everything on it, $2. So this is probably gonna be like prize stuff since I already have it. Anyways, I just thought it was weird. He's like, "I'm looking for Adam Hughes," but then I gave him a cool Adam Hughes, and he didn't even know that it was. This is just a cool original cover for the reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 77, which I do own, thankfully. It's a really cool torch cover. I don't know if it's original or they repositioned it. It's a Ramita cover. And then we have some early Defenders. Now these were all $2. And they had a lot of everything, but I tried to pull the best looking stuff for two reasons. Because if I didn't have it, I wanted it higher grade. And if I did have it, I wanted you guys to get a prize with higher grade. So Defenders 21, March 75. A lot of times you'll find this stuff other stores. This will be like a $7 to $10, $15 book, depending on condition. And this is a really cool. I thought this was Steve Ditko at first, but now that I looked at it, I don't think it is. Daredevil 140 with the Beetle. And then you get the Gladiator right here. That's from December 76. I was surprised that this was in the $2 bin. It's a really nice copy, other than being just a bit dirty. Oh, I think there is a small, very minute bug chew on the bottom of the cover. But the front cover is immaculate. This is Conan number 13. And Barry Windsor cover and interiors. $2. And I may have this, but I'm sure if I do, that's an upgrade. I have several copies of this. Anytime I find any part of this run for $1, $2, I buy it. If it's not beat up. I just like seeing that title right there, Deathlock. So, shout out to Metarog. This is his favorite character by Marvel. Number 28, February 1975. Rich Buckler creation and cover and interior art, I do believe. It's a really cool series. And then there you go, Roger. Another one. I think you probably have this, but it's a giveaway for AIM toothpaste, Spider-Man and the Green Goblin, 1980. So there was 3 books in this giveaway that they did in the promotion. I think 79, 78, 79, and 80. This is the last one. And then we got a Greg Land cover with Phoenix Song, number 1. 90s book, but it's a nice, good girl cover. And there's a second print where she's green. Her costume is green. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I gotta get a drink. Dumba. Okay. Okay, codename Wolverine Top Secret number 50. I already have it, but I know that this is a cool book. A lot of people love it. I thought, I'll buy it and throw it in the prize giveaways. I think this is an upgrade. I know I have this. This is definitely an original cover. Is any? I don't know who that's by. It may be Romita. Nice high grade copy. I know my other ones are really beat up. Human Torch. Of course, this reprint Strange Tales. This is number 4 from March 75. I think it's a 4-issue run. And I did complete it. Actually, I completed it this year. I'm never leaving this for $2. Killer Kirby battle cover between Spirit of 76 and Captain America. I hope I got his name right. So it's the Invaders versus the superpowered Crusaders. Number 15, April 1977, just a great Jack Kirby cover. And I already have this, but there is no way I'll leave that for $2 in this grade ever. Okay, I guess there's another big comic fest coming up. Not fest, but a tent sale that goes on like once every 6 months. And I've never been able to make it there. Someone was asking me, are you going to be there? And I'm like, I didn't know what to say. But to find these for $2, every time I see these in back issue bins, they're not less than $10 if they're a solid grade. Devil Dinosaur number 8, November 1978. I think I need one more issue, and I have this run completed. And then I can read it. I haven't read any issues from it yet. And this is all Kirby stuff. Check out that dinosaur. That's a Killer Kirby dinosaur. But then number 7 was there. 1978. Jack Kirby again on everything. The colors. The yellow title. The blue background. The red dinosaur. Just a really cool scheme. Color scheme. These covers are really awesome. Number 4, July 78. Let me know. I'm sure you guys will pick these up for $2 every time. Has anyone read this yet? What do you think of the series? I read Machine Man. That was really good. So I know this is going to be good. Number 3, 1978. Dinosaur covers. Is that an ape? Some kind of villain. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. Is that Moon Boy right there? Okay, so still $2. Wait, let me look. No. Okay, so that was it. That was it for the $2. I don't remember the name of that booth. And then there was the Adam Hughes, like I said, X-Men Classics. The Phoenix cover, which I'll always buy if I can find it for $2 or less in high grade. Okay, so that was that booth. This is the last booth. We're going to start out with 50-cent books. Then we're going to go to $2 books. And then we're going to go to the keys. And there's a big key in here that I've been after for years. I consider it a pretty big milestone book for in the career of Marvel Comics. But we'll get to that. 50-cent stuff. What If the Invisible Girl Had Died? The What If series, Volume 1, number 42, December 81. Really low grade, but I wanted to read this. Lois Lane, number 44, 1963. He's hooked up to some kind of monitor that determines who he loves more. This is DC quirky stuff. Here's another Superman. If you guys enjoy reading this, let me know if this is stuff you like in like a prize box. Because that's what I was thinking once I read it. Older stuff. And send out something like this in it too. Just stuff to read and have fun with. Number 56, September 1, 1967. Just a cool Justice League versus Justice Society issue. I mean, it was 50 cents. Come on, man. This is reprints. I don't know of what, but it's just cool. Number 5, December 1973. I don't think this lasted more than maybe this may be the last issue. I don't know. 4-star battle. I got 2 of these for 50. I'm always buy Jonah Hex, even doubles, because this is the greatest stuff to share with somebody because the story art is something that is so good everyone will love it. Jonah Hex, number 32, January 1980. And then a $1 comic of Unexpected. It has a spine roll in it and Staples Pop, but it was 50 cents, man. Come on. That's a double issue. And then again, Lois Lane. I love this one. It's taped together like around the staples, got tape everywhere. It's just a cool, low grade. And I didn't want to grab it at first, but I kept looking at it like, that's an interesting story. So I'm going to read it. Number 94, August 1969. And then I saw the tape and I'm like, this is a really unique comic. I'm starting to like to see these comics that people like. What means people will go to keep them together. And then Wonder Woman, this is where she loses her powers, and you got Ching in there, and Fu Young or something like that, number 186, February 1970. And I've had multiple copies of this book. I wanted to give it away. I've given away multiple copies of this book because this is Frank Miller on Daredevil, number 28. What if Daredevil became an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.? So it's a Frank Miller story. And then you get a backup feature with the Ghost Rider. What if he's separated from Johnny Blaze? And this for 50 cents. I think I went on Midtown years ago and they had 5 or 6 copies for like $1.50. I bought all of them. And so I've been sharing this because it's a really good read. This is another book. This is probably my 3rd copy. I think I gave away the other one of them. Man from Atlantis, number 1. It's a square bound, high grade copy. But just there's a TV show in the 70s. Not many people remember it. I did watch it. So nostalgic. And I think these are cool. It's just a cool Bronze Age book. Orc on the cover. You got a good girl back there. And then this is the guy from Dallas. I forget his name, the actor. Hewing or something like that. And then Spectacular Spider-Man number 26, 1979. I've noticed these creeping up in prices when I go to shops. So these early issues like this will be like 10 to 15 bucks if they're in high grade. I picked up 2 of this. Another book I've had numerous copies of. Another Frank Miller story. And I don't know if it's a story, but it's art. And it has a yellow jacket. This is one of my favorite issues of the What If. I love that cover. So for 50 cents, I would pick up that one and I'll pick up 2 of them. And I have probably 2 in my collection already. If you have not read this, check it out. This will probably be a giveaway in a stream coming up. Okay, so now we're getting into $2 books. We'll see. Wow. We'll probably hit 30-minute mark or more in this video. Anyways, $2 books. Here we go. I already have it. This is a high-grade copy. $1 book, Unexpected. So the titles are mixed together now. Not the scariest of covers. And that is $190. This is $195. So this is from April 1979. This is from February 1980. $2, nice high-grade copy. So this vendor that I got these from, every time I've gone on, I buy a lot of Bronze Age DC mostly from him for $2.50, $2. Another 100-pager, October 79, number 193. Skeleton cover. These were already coming out when I was just starting to buy comics off the newsstand. So this was part of my childhood. You know how you pick up on like that nostalgia, the things that you bought. Like say the 100 pager from 1970s is not something that has much meaning as this does because as a youth that's what I was buying. Then I discovered the other ones later. I'm nerding out. This one, man, I was gonna leave it, but then that cover is he's got like a baboon face on the back of his head. Crypt of Shadows, number 18, July 1975. That's a really cool cover. And again, these were all like $2 because I bought a bunch, so he knocked it down a little bit. It was funny though because I had like $35 worth of comics, and I was still looking for stuff after I had pulled all these out of that section. So he added it up. He goes, "How about 50?" And I'm like, I wasn't thinking. I was in the mode of looking through books, and I said, "Okay." Oh, that's a nice high grade copy of that too. And look at that cover. Alligator coming downstairs in the pajamas. So then I started thinking while I was going through the comics, I'm like, I only have 14. And 14 times, if they're 250, was like $35 or something. So I'm like, I don't think that's right. You better try that, figure that out again. So he was like $15 off. Oh man, this is a nice one. Witching Hour, number 75. The voodoo doll cover. Love the voodoo doll covers. I just picked up a Golden Age horror book for $20. It's a voodoo cover with a witch. Now these are doubles. This one's a double, but that's a sweet cover. I love to see these wizard covers where they have like that material with the stars. And it's a crystal ball cover, number 72, July 1977. We get another Witching Hour, number 60, nice hanging skull in the window cover. That's number 60, November 75. Again, these were all $2. This one was the lowest grade of the Witching Hours, but I just love the cover. I was debating whether to pick it up, and I'm like, no, Mike, you got to get that. Because I didn't have this issue. Number 51, August 1975. That's a jury of his peers. This is another Nick Cardy one. I have this one. And I think I got the other one from this guy. They're both high grade copies, and they're black covers. $2 for number 45, August 1975. So I'm going to determine which one's the higher grade, and then the lower grade will be going in a prize package. Another copy of this one. I just love this cover. It is so great. I read this story. As soon as I bought the last one, I got home and I read it right away. Just love these horror stories by DC. Witching Hour, number 40, 1974. High grade copy of this, too. So I have two of these. Be giving one away. Another second copy. This is a werewolf cover. This will also be in a giveaway, possibly. Number 32. I believe that's a Nick Cardy cover also. July 1973. Nice blue cover. This was the prize of the $2. 80-page giant, February 1978. Dollar Giant, 80 pages, House of Mystery, Bernie Wrightson cover. $80 pages. Bernie Wrightson. I kept looking at that when I saw it, and I'm like, is that Bernie? I was like, no. I was like, could be. I finally got on my phone, looked it up, and it was, and I was like, yes. Okay, so down to the wire. So the next books are the priced books. This was $3. an early issue of Too Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves by Charlton. This was $3. And September 1967. These early issues are hard to find, especially in anything mid-grade or above. So when I saw that for $3, I'm like, that's going in the collection. And then this book I've been wanting, but I just really never wanted to pay what people were asking. He had $10 on this. And he gave me a discount, so it probably came out to around $8 or something. Just a killer Submariner and Triton cover. I love Triton. Of course, he's my second favorite Inhuman after Black Bolt. Submariner number 2, June 1968. And then, second last book. I don't know. You determine how big this key is. It's just the first appearance of Hammerhead. This was like $15. Nice copy. Probably a 6.5. Yeah, probably a 6.5. So first Hammerhead, Amazing Spider-Man, number 113, October 1972. The cover is just really not the best. But it's Spider-Man, it's Bronze Age, it's Key, so it's good. Okay, the big book, one I've been after for a long time. I just never found the right one for me. I came across a lot of second prints, which I did not want. And this book means a lot to me because it's part of my childhood. And it's the first book I think Marvel did that was tied to a big movie franchise. There you go. Star Wars #1, first print. I did check it. I got this for $90. I think we graded it around a 4.5, possibly a 5. It has a dog-eared fold here that's not color breaking. It can be pressed, but it does have that same dog-eared fold on the back cover, which it does break color, but it's white, so you can't even really see it. First appearance of Darth Vader, first appearance of Luke Skywalker, first appearance of Princess Leia, first appearance of C-3PO, first appearance of R2-D2, the Grand Moff Tarkin, introduction of Stormtroopers, first cover of Ben Kenobi and Han Solo, first comic book adaptation of Star Wars, The New Hope. All its glory, there it is. I'm finally glad to have that. It's one that I just felt like I just needed to have in the collection. She's home, she's mine, she's never going anywhere again. Okay, that's it. Comic Fest out. Come join us, 3 months. You won't be sorry. Make the trip, and I know that you're going to find a lot of stuff if you come. And they have more than comics, but they do have a lot of comics always because it's the Comic Fest. Peace out. Take care.